I mean, a lot of people, like, cope with, like, other stuff. Like, they don't want to accept the reality, and unfortunately that results with, like, drug use if you look at it, like, in that way. I'm not trying to down on anyone who does it, but it's like...
they're filling a void. They're filling a void.
They don't want to accept the reality of, like, what, like, that life's hard, dude. Like, that life has challenges. Like, life will knock you down and it'll spit on you, but you got to get back up and just keep pushing through and just take every day for granted, because you don't know, like, what position you could be in, dude. Like, just you gotta be humble with yourself and just be happy with the life you're given and make the most of it.
Gratitude's important, man.
That's why within this range, that's why you see the Amazon in Brazil.
Right.
In this range. And the range also cuts across on Nigeria. This is where Nigeria is.
So I know in the Amazon, it's like a real problem right now. Like, we're cutting down for agriculture so that we can produce more cows and produce more meat. Mm-hmm. And is that a problem over in Africa as well?
No, it's not. It's not really a problem in Africa, because in Brazil, the Amazon, that's huge. That's the center of the rainforest. It's not as much as it is in Nigeria.
Okay.
So, like, with Nigeria, you have.
I know that's the most notorious one.
Yeah, that's like huge. You know, Nigeria. You see this, Nigeria. Like, if you divide Nigeria in like 3 parts, you get this side is where you have a lot of the rainforest where they go to cut the timber and stuff.
Right.
So towards the middle, it gets dry. Towards the middle part of the state, this whole place, it fluctuates just like Missouri. You know, it fluctuates between hot and cold depending on how the wind blows and everything. Then up here...
Yeah, I know about that Missouri weather.
Up here is fucking dry, man.
Really?
Everything up here is so dry. And you see this is Niger. This is like a desert area.
All of Niger is?
Yeah, not like all of Niger, but there's a desert separating Niger and Chad and Nigeria, these 3 places. So it's called the Sahara Desert. It's just around this area. So the wind from the Sahara blows into Africa.
Really?
It blows into Nigeria, sorry. And that's why this place fluctuates between hot and cold.
I bet that gets intense. I bet those winds, like, do you know?
It's dry.
Right.
It's like when you breathe it in, you can cough. That's how dry it is.
I mean, obviously.
Just not having anything that doesn't really serve purpose or value to your life.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I can have these things, why wouldn't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal to me.
It's the value you put into the things.
Right. Like,
if you put them above people and relationships, and just that's the wrong decision.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't know, man. Materialism is just kind of its own beast. It was made. It's literally made by us, judged by us, and determined by us. You know what I mean? It's funny, and it's a real problem too.
And it creates insecurity.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, you're not going to be confident if you're always following that. Yeah. Because then your happiness is based on external factors like that. You're just chasing something that you're never going to catch.
Yeah.
Or maybe you catch it, you're holding on to it, but it's always going to slip out of your hands every single time.
Yeah.
It's like you said yesterday, though, like we were just talking about now. It's like making your life better than it really is.
Yeah. Snapchat stories are literally just flexing. It's just people trying to show off. I do it too.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know what I've said to, like, show off on Snapchat. I feel like I have said stuff. Probably.
I don't know.
Maybe made myself look drunker than I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you're having like a better time than you actually are. Too.
Yeah.
Like if you're like not necessarily enjoying the night, but like you're taking pictures at all the highlights or like with your friends.
Yeah.
So like if I'm like watching your Snapchat and I'm like, wow, they look like they had such a fun night, but in reality you might have just had a shitty night.
Exactly. Like I took this picture on Instagram with these 2 girls. I did not even I'm newly in this sorority. I did barely even know them. It looks like we're best friends, but I haven't talked to them ever since. Like,
whenever I was getting over this ex-girlfriend of mine, the one thing that was extremely comforting was this time that she shit and I like clogged this toilet and I had to unclog it. And that was like a huge part
That's
of
how
how
you got over it?
Yeah.
That's how.
I was like, hey, she shits. I don't know why. That helped. It helped easily.
It's a person. It's probably because you were
mistakes.
like, you were thinking about her like putting her on a pedestal in your head, like, oh, she was.
No, even more than that. It was just like, I don't know. It was just like I think I was trying to associate like
negativity.
Yeah, negativity to like get over.
All right, yeah.
This
she was
like
a clogged
after
toilet.
like a breakup.
She was a clogged toilet.
She was
the clogged toilet in your life. You unclogged that toilet, and you unclogged your life by, getting her out of your head.
When she clogged that toilet, life gave me a fucking riddle, and I solved that
You
shit.
solved the
Hell
fucking
yeah.
riddle. Sometimes life gives you riddles. Sometimes life gives you lemons.
Sometimes
and then you give
life
those
gives
lemons
you-
back because you're like, why the fuck do I need lemons? I'd probably just spread the lemons all over your room.
I think methane is one of the greenhouse gases that they are trying to reduce.
What is it? Methane?
I think it's part of the greenhouse gases that, the greenhouse gases, they're trying to control the number in the environment so that we can sustain the environment. I'm not so sure, but I think so too.
And it's definitely not working together. I mean, something like the rainforest that creates so much oxygen for the world and for Brazil. And then you're cutting down those trees that are creating oxygen and replacing them with more methane from the cows.
Yeah.
Kind of ironic.
Like anything or anyone, man. Like if you judge somebody else, you're judging out of ignorance.
No, I agree.
I really have never. Like as of lately, I've taken on more of that outlook on life, and as of lately, as in like the past few months, probably.
Right.
And it's really changed my perspective. Like, I just have nothing negative to say about anybody anymore. And if I do, I just suppress that shit. Like, I'm like, there's no need for it because it creates a negative habit. Like, once you talk a little shit, that shit it's really easy to start being known as a shit talker.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't judge people. It's really not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, I see...
You seem like that type. You seem like the chill, no judgment.
Yeah, and I am, too. I see people doing stupid-ass shit all the time, and you're just like, whatever. Like, that's their thing. Let them do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares? But, I mean, bad decisions, I try not to judge people.
Way, man, I'm the same way. Like, I to be happy in life, I need a challenge. Yeah. I need, a meaningful struggle to put all my energy and focus towards, because otherwise I will get bored with life.
Yeah.
And I will start focusing too much on myself, which is a form of narcissism.
Yeah.
It's a form of narcissism, and I start focusing too much on my own problems.
Yeah.
My own struggles, my own hardships, and I replace that gratitude for life and everything that I have in life.
Yeah.
Instead of being grateful, I will focus my energy on what I don't have, and I start feeling a sense of self-pity for myself. Mm-hmm. And that shit's destructive, man. That's a negative spiral. And multiple times I have pretty much gone from thinking only about myself to the self-pity of feeling sorry for myself, and then that will lead to depression. Mm-hmm. So you're saying that you were tired and you felt kind of tipsy. So you're saying like you felt a euphoria from being tired?
Yeah, do you guys feel that way?
Like a lack of sleep?
Like when you're so tired, you're just like...
You feel
shit.
drunk?
You never feel that way? Like
Not
when you
I'm
are
tired.
so tired.
I don't know if I feel
slap
drunk.
happy.
To be honest,
yeah, I get slap happy.
Kind of tipsy.
I don't really
Not
let
drunk,
myself
but
get
tipsy.
to that point. I tried everything possible to not be tired.
Like what?
If I'm tired, I usually can satisfy that need in within a few hours. I never feel extremely tired.
Yeah. I try to drink coffee, but I drink it so much. I just didn't drink it today.
Wow, that's surprising. All you do is drink coffee on your Snapchat.
I know. I'm a basic girl.
Calling her out, Trud.
Yeah, thanks. But I don't know. I only got 4 hours of sleep, so.
I should have drank a Monster.
I don't like those stuff. I don't like energy drinks. Mm-mm.
What about energy drink coffee?
What?
They have that.
Yeah, doesn't Monster make something like mocha?
Yeah, mocha.
I feel like that'd be way worse than an energy drink. Oh my god.
It's like an energy drink and a coffee combined.
Yeah.
Energy drinks freak me out.
Yeah.
Like, I drank one, it was probably a really bad idea, but I drank one before a volleyball game, and, like, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I was, like, shaking so bad. Yeah,
it's terrible for sport.
I haven't drank one really ever since.
Especially, like, volleyball. Like, you're not moving around. Like, I feel like you'd want to be, like, kind of calm, and you're going to be, like, more focused on your hits and your bumps and whatnot.
I know, I was, like, sweating really bad, too. I was, like, moving around, but...
I feel like an energy drink would be good for, like, a game, like football or something. I feel like... No?
I feel like not.
It just depletes you energy, like, after, like, 45 minutes. It's just a sugar rush. Rush is all it is.
Oh, really?
It's a caffeine rush,
crash.
yeah, and you crash and burn.
What about, like, a small amount? Like, a small amount of caffeine?
Pre-workout's good before games.
Dude, pre-workout scares me sometimes. Like,
It scares me too. I've like shaken so bad from it. Like I put too
had
many
like
scoops
heart
in.
cramps from it?
No.
I don't think so.
Certain ones, they will make your heart hurt. It's not
my
a desirable
God.
feeling at all.
That's
It sucks.
horrible.
I don't like the term having a belief because, you know, you don't have to classify as a belief. You believe what you believe, and that's what you believe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just, it's a human construct. Whatever you believe is what you're going to believe. It doesn't have to be by the book.
I like to question my beliefs, though, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's a...
Would you agree?
Sometimes, yeah.
Some beliefs are hard to question.
Sometimes when I question my beliefs, I get uncomfortable. Sometimes. But other times, like, it's fine, but I don't know. It just depends on the
See, I think a lot of times in life, not all the time necessarily, but I think most of the time it's good to run towards discomfort. I think that's how you grow as a person.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I've never heard that analogy.
Well, think about it. Like, think about it in soccer. Like, it's uncomfortable for you. Were you right-footed or?
Right-footed.
You were right-footed? Okay, so, like, it's uncomfortable for you to shoot with your left or hit it cross with your left.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I agree with that statement 100%. I've never encountered anyone that has that outlook. That's...
Oh, okay.
This guy, they claimed he had PTSD, he was a former Marine, and he kept hearing voices in his head.
Right.
And so this was right before Hurricane Katrina, okay, so like 2008 I think it is, or along those lines. And so a lot of people were fleeing, and him and his girlfriend, who's a tattoo artist, don't know how that's relevant, but they chose to stay. You know how some people choose to stay?
So fucking stupid.
Not leave their house? Well, they chose to stay. I mean, they didn't die, but they lived directly over a voodoo shop. Below them, they're an apartment. So they're saying that all the entities down there had nothing to lurk onto negative energy, so they just targeted him. I mean, the man ended up, like, going clinically insane during that time because of all the flooding, so they thought it was because of poverty and all this, that he ended up strangling his girlfriend and then cutting her up into like little pieces.
What the fuck?
And then he like
what the
he
fuck?
put
This
it in
just
his
took a
blender.
turn.
He put it in his blender and then his like what's it called? You know, you got that drain in your sink, the sewage
Garbage
thing? Garbage
disposal.
disposal. So he does all this, and he gets charged with murder because he ends up hiding it all. That's how he's trying to hide it, but he still gets caught after the end of the hurricane. And so he has a plea for insanity. I mean, I think he gets it, but the whole point is there are people supporting him in a documentary, like people who are like ghost whisperers, and they're trying to say that necessarily they think he was possessed.
Like a negative energy pretty much hijacked his consciousness.
And he was only like a third person spectator of what his body was doing.
What the
That's
fuck?
insane. Is that
They're
what he
trying to
said
say
happened?
that stuff like that has been going on in New Orleans for the past like 100 years.